I will be doing a mid one fade, slight trim on the top with the skin tape up on the sides and back, and beard trim with a lineup. So to begin here, I will be setting a top guideline on the fade. I am setting a top guideline here with a number 2. I am using an Oster Octane CLipper, which uses a metal detachable blade guard, whatever you want to call it. So I'm using a number 2 here. You can use your regular wall or your Andis plastic number 2 guard. Just keep in mind that while you're setting this, you want to make sure you are going straight up in the air, kind of keeping a 90-degree angle. You don't want to start following the shape of the head here. Moving forward, this is where I set my number 1 guard guideline. This is where I set that bottom guideline, which is the shortest point of the haircut. Like I said, it's a mid fade, so set that right in the middle. Make sure that it's even on both sides. I am using here a Alpha Gamma Plus. It's a new clipper from Italy that I'm trying out, and honestly, it's a great clipper. So once I have my number 1 guard guideline, the top and the bottom is just a matter of blending that in. So I throw on a number 1.5 guard. This number 1.5 guard isn't necessarily going to get rid of that line completely, but it is there just to smooth things out and begin the process. Throw the number 1 guard again, and I open the lever. Opening the lever with the number 1 guard is equivalent to a 1.5. Start, blending that line and closing the lever as I go. The reason why I like to begin blending that line with a 1.5 guard instead of the 1 guard with the blade open is because you end up pushing up that line a little too far up. Starting with the 1.5 guard, you know exactly how far you should go, rather how far you should not go. Okay, so once that fade is completed, this is when I take my Babyliss trimmer, and so I set the lines, the guidelines on the temple and the back so that I can go ahead and start blending that in. Now remember, the lowest point of that fade is a number 1 guard, and now we have a 0. That's a 0 guideline that I set for the tape up. So what I do, I begin by opening the lever, and then I'll close it down. So I'm pretty much fading down for that little space right there for the tape up, and then I'll throw the half guard to make sure everything's smooth out, and I'll repeat the process all over again on the back and on the other side. Once that's completed, I take my Babyliss trimmer once again, and then I start lining him up. For some reason, this is my process. I do the fade and then I line the client up right after. Now it's a matter of blending the midsection. I like to divide my haircuts into 3 different sections. The first section is the fade, which is the sides and back. The midsection, which is where I am right now, that connects the fade to the top. And obviously the last section is the top of the hair. So here, taking the clipper over comb, and I am pretty much making sure that everything is at 90-degree angle. That's all I'm doing here. Okay, so to move forward, I'm gonna start doing some scissor over finger, and it's pretty straightforward here to begin with. I'm starting from the front, working my way to the back. I'll cut however much length that I want, and I'll use that as my guide moving towards the back of the head. After that, I like to split the hair pretty much down the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. And then you want the bangs to be the longest point, moving towards the back of the head. Once that's done, it's just a matter of cross-checking. Okay, so the top is finished. Pretty much the whole haircut is finished. Just gonna line them up on the top. I'm not too worried about making it perfect right now, just because I know that I'm gonna hit it with the razor anyways, and I know that the client doesn't like to have a crazy super sharp line. To the beard, I'm gonna take my magic clip and I'll open the lever, and I'm just gonna hit it with a half. I have my taper blade on this clipper, so the length of the half is a little bit longer than if I were to do it with my Sterling 4 or with my Gamma Plus. And then I'll just fade in the sideburn to the sides of the cheek and whatnot. It's pretty straightforward. And then I'll start lining him up with the trimmers. For some reason, I like to line the clients up with my Andis Slim Line PRo. It is super slim, super light, and because it is small and light, I feel like I have a little bit more control. With the trimmer is just setting a basic guide so that when I go on with the razor, you know, I'll make it sharp and straight. Okay guys, that's the haircut. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, hit a thumbs up, share it with friends, and don't forget to check out these other similar haircut videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.